Thanks for tuning in. This is our podcast, Quiet on Set. My name's Greg,
And this is Jay.
and we're going to be talking about movies, but also a lot of other things.
Yeah, it gets pretty deep.
Sweet, enjoy. This is episode 2. No video this time because fuck that noise.
That noise.
Too much work.
Oh.
I did it on my laptop. It came out like 420p. That's like sub 1995.
No.
Yeah, true. No.
Well,
420p
for
is like
digital, I guess.
yeah. No, I'd rather we probably would have been better off recording it on my phone because
Video will be back. Don't worry.
one day. Anyway, we're back here. Day 2. Well, actually, this is the second time we're recording, but the third time we're in the studio.
Yep.
Because last time we couldn't record because
Not important.
we're uneducated on the equipment. And last time we almost blew up the studio. Don't tell anybody about that. Anyway, today this podcast I'm gonna try my hardest not to say
Yeah,
or
good luck. Good luck.
or good luck.
I'm a hockey player, so I say all the time.
Is that a
You ever,
thing?
you ever see the interviews of the hockey
They always
players?
say
Every other word.
Really?
Yeah. So I dumped it, and then I just skated after it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like-
every other word?
Like, I don't want to say Canadian thing because I know all hockey players are from Canada.
It's probably a big Canadian thing.
Is it?
Well, we probably should say that.
Interesting. Or like, it's just
Racist.
yeah, totally. Canada is now a race, everybody. Canadian. So no, don't say so or
Okay.
thing or
Okay.
or,
Is
or
that our
stuff
goal?
like
Is
that.
that our goal for the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about?
Are we jumping
today,
in?
Greg?
Let's go.
What are we talking about?
We got a list. I got a list. It says podcast, and then there's bullet points.
I have the same list.
I feel like
Mine says podcast episode 2, so mine's better.
okay. Well, technically this is episode 3 because
It's
I
week 3.
I recorded a podcast without you.
Wow.
Dude, you know what's funny? I actually had a dream the day after we were here, like, and we totally just like shit the bed
Yeah.
that I was in here by myself, and I was like, "Fuck, Jay's gonna be so mad." I was like, "I'm recording by myself. What am I doing?"
Do you remember what you said?
No, I just remember sitting here and like talking and seeing the levels go up and down,
I think
but I
that's
don't
what
remember
I
what I
said.
said. So, podcast number 1, Jay's first movie.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, bud. Jay is in a class, intermediate.
Yeah.
Intermediate filmmaking. with
Cinema production.
Okay, right, with Mr. Josh Adams. And what was like the assignment?
Oh, this wasn't my first movie. This is my first movie of the semester. I thought
Okay.
you meant like first movie ever.
No. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about both.
Okay.
I think we should start with your first movie ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
And I want to hear yours too, but so
You were in mine, dude.
really? That was your first one?
Well, I did something like in
Yeah.
Spanish class like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. It's like that dumb thing. But
So technically I'll just tell that one and then like my first official movie.
okay.
So my first movie ever was probably, I don't know, like 9th grade
Wow.
for a Spanish project. Because in my Spanish classes, for some reason, we had the same high school Spanish teacher the whole time. Which is, I
Someone
feel like
needed
that's
a
pretty
job.
normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had something
But
similar.
in middle school, my Spanish teacher would switch like 3 times every year.
That's
Because they were
weird.
all crazy. Sorry, Mr.
I-
Carlson, I still love you.
Dude, the same thing happened to me. I had like a bunch of different like foreign language teachers.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that's weird.
Anyways, first movie was in Spanish. So, what's his name?
Did you write the
Robert
scripts?
Rodriguez. Hit me up, dude. I know Spanish.
Did you write the script?
No, there was no script.
You guys just went for it?
Yeah. It was
Cool.
like, so I actually watched footage of it the other day. I was going through my hard drive. And, like, I was cameraman and, like, / director, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what a director was back then, though.
Nice.
And I just, like, couldn't stop cracking up.
Couldn't stop laughing
Yeah,
all
we
the
were
time.
filming this scene in a car where my friend Luke, shout out to Luke out there, we were in his car at his house, actually, in his driveway. It, like, goes down this hill, and he has this big, like, open parking lot area, kind of. And we
You guys were
lined
allowed
up,
to drive, right?
Yeah, we were.
Was this 9th grade?
Maybe it's 10th grade because we were 16.
Okay.
We all
So
had
this is, like,
cars.
fresh out.
Or I didn't have a car. Three of the people in the group had cars.
Okay.
So we lined up our cars for this like scene where a guy got stuck in traffic he got like mad.
Wow, this is pretty
Yeah.
serious, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember like what the project was, but
I think the fact that you guys just lined up your cars, that's a big
yeah,
deal.
yeah, right. Yeah, 10th graders just going hard on this Spanish project.
Nice.
For some reason we did though. Like every Spanish project, we would just go in and
Weird.
we would go on like a location instead of a weekend and just go
I feel like
hard on
Spanish
this
class
random film.
was that one class where like you had these abstract projects
Yeah,
where you could like create
super
things.
cool. Yeah, I mean at one point I wrote a children's book in Spanish
Nice.
class. Yeah.
That's cool.
But anyways, this scene with this guy, with my friend Luke in his car, and he's stuck in traffic, in the backyard of my friend's house. He's just like sitting there, and he's like, bad acting. He's like, why am I stuck in
Mamma
traffic?
mia. Oh wait, no,
in
that's
Spanish.
not Spanish.
And then I just couldn't stop laughing, holding the
Nice.
camera, and I don't know, it was just like a funny thing with my friends.
So did you guys end up like shooting through windows and like getting the cars behind you?
I don't
Like the
remember.
cars that you guys parked intentionally, did they play a big role in it?
Not really.
No, you just kind of
No,
did it.
yeah, we didn't know anything about filmmaking, especially me. I didn't know anything.
And how did it come out? Was it like
I mean, it was a Spanish project.
that's cool?
We got a good grade on it because it wasn't really on filmmaking.
Right,
So it was it was a cohesive story, I think.
that's good. That's all
So,
that really matters.
Yeah,
in film.
there's a narrative. There's a hint of narrative there
Hmm.
that I guess is nice to build on or start thinking about when you're young.
Yeah, I mean, in this like film world, really the only thing that matters is story.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good story, and you're just like, I feel like I see that a lot on YouTube. Guys will just try to make interesting videos with just like really cool gear or shots or really smooth, like,
Yeah.
really expensive cameras, whatever. But if there's no storyline, then you're not going to get anything out of the video. It's kind of like a Casey Neistat. Like he's like a
Yeah. He's all about story.
yeah.
That's
He
all
always
he thinks about.
yeah, and even like in a daily vlog, he can create some kind of anticipation in you. And I noticed in Peter McKinnon, who is like famous for, and those are like my two favorite YouTubers.
Mhm.
He was big on tutorial, where he would go in and show you things on like the through Lightroom or Photoshop, and then he hooked up with Casey, and they did a video together. And now look at Peter's channel.
Yeah.
He's all about like trying to tell a story while he's vlogging or doing a tutorial or whatever. He always starts out with some kind of interesting thing, and I think he's getting the hang of it. Like, I'm not crazy about it,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like you could tell he's really trying.
I haven't watched him in a while.
He's got a new studio. He's got like a new guy he's shooting with. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, that's cool that you guys were able to put together a little narrative. What kind of camera do you guys use?
My little like video camera that I used to film high school sports.
Nice.
I turned it into I used that camera for my senior project, which was filming. That was a busy year. I filmed
That's cool.
almost like the majority of school sports, excluding basketball because I played in it. But
Where would those like what you filmed? Where would they go?
I would edit like highlight videos, and I would put them
Really?
on. Yeah,
Dude, that's
I
so
made
cool.
this. I made this Facebook page, and like half of the town was following. I had like 500 followers on it.
What, dude?
Yeah, and I posted like 15, only like 8 videos, but each of them got like 200 views on
That's
YouTube.
awesome, dude. I
Yeah.
want to see them.
Yeah.
I can't believe you never
Oh, they're
brought that
they're super like terrible.
up. Whatever. I mean, there's
But they're not
something.
bad. I just like stole music from people.
Yeah, of course. That's what we always do.
But actually, they're not too bad because what I would do is I would like reverse engineer what a highlight video for sports would be. So I'd go and film. The first sport of the year was soccer, I think. So I'd go to a soccer game and go film it. Well, first I would watch like highlight videos of soccer to see how they filmed it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would try to go replicate their their shots and their compositions and stuff, and like try to get close-ups of like cool moves, so I could then edit it down to like this cool 3-minute music video / highlight video
Mm-hmm.
that would like get people updated on the score and stuff. And I think it actually turned out pretty well, and it really translated to my camera skills. Like when I was working with WTOP and the hockey games, I would always get like complimented on like my smoothness
Nice.
with the camera work and stuff. So I think that really came through with using that little $100 camera that I bought from
That's
Best Buy
awesome, dude.
in ninth grade.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe you never told me that.
I just never really thought about it.
I want to see the videos now. I want to watch them right now.
I'll show them to you after.
Yo, fucking Jay and Greg react to videos. Check out our YouTube video.
My senior year YouTube videos. The
I can see it now.
YouTube, if you want to go watch a, I think it's called Lake Placid Varsity Sports. Is the YouTube channel name? Fucking go watch that stuff. Give me some more views.
So I think it's really cool that you were able to do all that for your school. I mean, it sounds pretty interesting. But now I want to hear about your first official like Cinema Screen Studies Oswego production. Like, just like I feel like everybody's first Oswego film is just a mess.
It is a mess.
Because here in Oswego, like the film department's great, but it's your resources is like what really matters. Like you don't have a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or the actors or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But
dude, you were in my first first movie.
Yeah.
Jay's
So
not
my first real production was from this class called Intro to Video Production. Who would have thought? So we, my Professor Suarez, shout out to you. You helped me out a lot.
I'm thinking you were going to talk about the one that you did in the house.
No. That wasn't my first.
Jesus, dude.
Do you want to talk about that one?
No, you talk about whichever
Okay.
whichever one you want to talk about.
So Professor Suarez's class, shout out, man. You're the man. You helped me out a lot. So we actually collaborated with a writing class, a script writing class that he was teaching also. And so we split up into groups of 3. There were like 4 or 5 groups. And we read like 7 or 8 scripts. And we got to choose from those scripts. And the one we chose was what was it? It was like this kid that smokes weed a lot.
And this is for news, right? News production?
No, video production.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's just all around video.
So our script was this kid that smoked weed a lot. And his drug dealer was like this weird old dude that he met in a church. And that was like our scene that we were doing. He's going to like meet up with his friend and smoke. And then he's going to walk to church. And he meets his drug dealer.
Classic.
Yeah. So the class sets up an audition process, which was actually really cool because it was my first audition experience, like being in an audition, because I didn't do theater at all in high school.
Sorry, so you were in the audition or you were?
No, I was like hosting it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But like it was the whole class hosting it.
Gotcha.
And so we had a pretty decent turnout for that, which I was not expecting. We had like 15 kids show up for it.
How did you advertise it?
Our professor emailed like all the departments.
Cool.
In the theater department, and we put flyers up too.
Nice.
So during the audition process, we just kind of watched. I didn't know what was going on. We just kind of watched people. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was like it had to be super intimidating for the actor because there was like 6 or 7 people in this like semicircle, and we just had them in the like middle of everyone.
I couldn't do
in
that.
those studios, in Lanigan.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just like give them a script, like the scene we're doing, and they would just like read off the script. And we would kind of like play with them a little bit. We would act with them, and we eventually chose our 2 people, and then our what did he play as? He was like our cinematographer, I guess you could call him. He played the drug dealer because no old people came to the audition.
Nice.
And then we went into production, and it was a shit show, as your first
Typical.
production usually is. It was freaking snowing, and we had an outside shoot, and that really didn't happen. We were just like, yeah, this is way too cold. Let's just film it inside. And we went to our cinematographer's house, and we shot the film in there. And I won't get into his personal life because that's invasion of privacy. That shoot
Jay
happened.
is currently writing down on a piece of paper that this guy's house was full of prostitutes and lots of drugs.
I mean, that's close. Yeah. No. So we did that. That was one day, and then we only had 2 days of shooting. So we did that. It was supposed to be an outside shoot. We went inside. So you could probably tell how that came out.
Talk about just a mood kill.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's go outside. Here we go.
It was like hailing too.
That's
It
rough,
was
dude.
bad. And then our next shoot was in a church. We actually got this huge, like, beautiful church to shoot in, and there was no one there, like not even a janitor. They just let us in for some reason, and it was unlocked. We could go anywhere, but the problem was that it was really big. There was no one there, so we were struggling on like how to shoot it to make it not look empty.
Oh, okay. I see
And
what you're saying.
it just like came out not good at all.
You gotta start somewhere.
And then the editing was just bad.
Did you edit it?
No.
Someone else did.
Yeah.
Rule number 1 of making a film: don't ever let anybody edit it.
That's
other
not
than
true.
yourself.
That's not true. Maybe in college,
No, yeah, you're
where
right.
you're not at a film school, but
Victoria, who's now graduated, is the one who edited Niagara. She did a really good job.
Oh, yeah.
So I take that back. Not that she
Oh,
did a good
oh,
job. I take it back that you shouldn't let anybody else edit it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm being
editors are called editors for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay an editor to do a job, they should do it right.
Yeah, do your job, editor, and just edit.
But if you're not paying them, then you can't really hold anything against them, I guess.
Yeah, so just don't complain. Don't even make a movie.
No, make a movie.
don't
Don't
make a
listen to
movie.
Greg.
Movies are stupid. They're hard to make. They're stressful.
That's why you make them.
They cost a lot of money.
No, they don't.
Wait, so I wrote down something while you were saying that. Wait, you were
Okay.
done with your story, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say how I feel like a lot of like the first movies that a lot of students make are drug movies.
Really?
Like mine was a
Oh
drug
yeah,
movie.
yours was too.
Why? Like I'm trying to think of why everybody just results to a drug thing, and a lot of people make films about like suicide and like it's it's either like a gang movie, a drug movie, or a suicide movie, and if not that, then like some comedy. And the comedies I feel like are always the best ones that I see.
Yeah.
Everything else is just you're
I
trying too
agree.
hard, or like that kid Ben Greco, dude. He made a comedy about cupcakes, and it was the funniest thing. Probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Dude, he made a movie about spaghetti and a dream. I
should get
laughed the
him.
whole time.
Dude, we should get him.
It was
on
great.
here.
I'm editing his final project for
Really?
intermediate. Yeah.
Damn, dude, good luck. He's gonna hound you.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's a pretty talented kid, but that was gonna bring me into my first movie in Oswego was with Jay. Well, technically it was something else with these 2 other girls, but that was more like it wasn't really a movie. It was like, let's just shoot something on the fly.
Oh yeah. It's a microfilm.
Microfilm. Jay knows what micro is all about.
Hey.
So my first movie.
Kids are listening.
My first movie was written in a day, written on Monday, shot on Tuesday, and presented on like a Thursday. It was like
Nice.
all
Edited
that
on
one week. It
Wednesday?
was terrible. Yeah, it was just the worst. But Jay and Andrew were in it, and Katie was in it, and Tony. Remember Tony?
Yeah, I remember Tony.
I actually just watched it.
Yeah, I
the other
watched it
day.
too.
Oh yeah, because
I
I
liked
sent
it.
it.
I liked it a lot actually.
I don't know.
I feel like you re-edited it. Did you re-edit it?
No, I kept it all the same.
Oh wow.
The ending was the worst because I ended it. It was almost like I don't know what I was thinking, but the end of this short film, this girl overdoses on drugs, and she and the way I ended it was with a copywritten song from Fight Club, which is I think it was by not Sleepyhead. The hell's the name of that band? I don't know, but it's one of the songs in Fight Club, and it just fades to black, and then in big bold red letters is "Drugs Kill." And then the next frame, stay sober. And then the credits roll. Like it's some like public service announcement.
Wait, was that freshman year or sophomore year?
I think it was sophomore year.
Was it?
Yeah, we were in Daga.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause it was first semester.
Yeah.
Cause we were talking about. Remember we were talking about weather.
Yeah.
The movie I'm shooting soon.
I don't remember ever asking you to be in it. Did you just invite yourself, dude?
I don't know.
Jay was just like, I'm gonna be number 2 in this
remember.
one. You were actually the number 1.
Was
You were
that?
number 1, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
You were
Star boy.
you were like Dan or whatever, the guy who was buying the drugs. Drug movies, don't make them.
No, they're not fun.
Don't make drug movies.
unless
They're
you're
stupid.
unless you're like making, I don't know.
Requiem for a Dream. That's
Yeah.
the best drug movie you ever
Yeah.
watch.
I think yeah. So don't make any more because you can't beat that one.
Seriously. So another thing I have written down on my piece of paper that says podcast is figuring out you're good at something. The end. Okay, the next thing. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
I'm actually curious what you had to say about this.
My thought was, and it's like kind of cliche, but like you'll never know if you're good at something until you try it. And I know that's
Right,
what
yeah.
everybody says, but like this kid in my photography class, who doesn't seem like he's very into, like he likes photography, but it doesn't seem like he would have tried it if somebody didn't push him, or he just kind of took a leap. And I could tell he's just like kind of all over the place. But he takes awesome photos, and now he loves it.
Really, he loves it.
He's
Cool.
and he's like super
Yeah,
into it.
that's
He's
awesome.
not like. What was my other thought that I'm thinking of? Just like in general, like you need to try things. Like if you just kind of stick with one thing, like if you like, I think about some kids that study business here at
Mhm.
Oswego. They could be really good musicians, or things of that nature.
So do you think that like everyone should try to go out for some type of creative, I don't know,
Yeah, it could be creative.
adventure in their life?
Could be creative. Could be I don't know. On the business end, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I was a business minor for a hot second.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Took one economics class. No, thank you.
It just freaks me out how some people will hold themselves, not even hold themselves back, but just won't have any motivation to do anything.
Mm-hmm. I've had times. I've had days like that.
There's no motivation.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
definitely.
it. That's
No.
all I'd
I
say
want to.
about
I
that.
want to stay on that topic
Oh,
because
okay.
I want to ask you. When did you find out that you were good at photography?
When did I find that out?
Yeah, because you're pretty good at
Jeez.
photography. I talk you up to some people.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I should make business cards and we should go into business. I think that all the time where I'm like, those like headshots that I did for those kids last
Mhm.
year, like they could have given me $20.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
would have been $40.
yeah.
Could have bought a fucking pizza.
Or $30, $60.
Yeah, true. Dude, honestly, I don't remember why I got into photography. I know that I bought or my parents bought me a camera. It was like a Coolpix. It was a Nikon Coolpix, like digital, whatever,
Yeah,
with like a
my
digital
sister has
zoom.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was one day I was at my dad's house. My parents were separated, and nobody was home. And I was like, I'm just gonna go out with this camera and start taking photos. And I remember taking a photo, and it was like of a leaf, and I was able to adjust the focus to give like a very shallow depth of field where like everything else is blurry. And I was like, this is so cool. And then I just kept doing it, and then I uploaded them. And I remember I uploaded them to my iPad. My iPad. It was like the iPad 1. It was like the first like big electronic thing I ever bought for myself, and I bought it. And it had like cellular data on it. It was like the best thing ever, and I uploaded everything there. And I brought it to Boston with me. And my Uncle Tom, who is, the guy we spoke about last podcast, he saw the photos and was just like, you got an eye for this kid, and I respect him.
Oh shit, dude. That's
Yeah.
all it takes. Is just one person in your life that you look up to.
Yeah, it's true.
They say one thing that will just give you that little push.
Totally true, dude.
It'll give you all
No.
that confidence you need.
Now I'm paying fucking $8,000 a year to get
semester.
degree. A semester, yeah.
I mean, people are paying a lot more at other
Yeah,
places.
dude, seriously. Sometimes on Instagram, I see these guys at like Penn State football games, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could be there. But like, I wouldn't want to pay that money. I'd rather be on the sidelines of Oswego hockey games
Hell yeah.
taking pictures.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go Oswego, go.
What do I have else? People that go on and on about things. This is just a rant that I cannot stand. If you have a point, make your point and shut your face hole.
But that I feel like I'm gonna disagree with you on this
Okay.
because what if you have a point that you're trying to prove, and you need to give like a lot of background context on it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you're talking about something and the things that you're saying are adding on to your argument.
Oh,
and like,
so you're saying like you don't like the people that are saying nothing.
yeah, and they're just like
They're just like dancing around the real subject.
exactly.
I
I
can
can't
understand
stand
that.
it, dude.
But I feel like that's every young person ever. And
I'm
also,
talking. I don't know, dude. I'm talking
also
about
old dumb people.
yes, some people that I have been taught by at this school. Not gonna say any names,
Yeah.
but I cannot stand when they go on and on about things. You probably can't read that.
Yeah, I can.
And it just talks in circles, and I'm like, we're running out of time. Shut up. I want to just go. I want to do it.
Well, some of the students do need a little more reinforcement
This is
than
true.
others.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because there are not saying that this is the example, but in my darkroom class with Peter, I'm taking a film class. It's like a film photography class, and we're in the dark room. We're processing film and paper, and the days leading up to actually getting in the room and being able to do your own stuff, there was like hours of like him teaching us how to do it, and like it was very precise, and we like studied it, and he quizzed us on it and all that. And like after the first day, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And everybody else seemed like that too, but now that we're in it and now that we're going, there are people that are just absolutely like, I don't know what to do. Like my print came out totally black. How do I fix it? And I'm like,
You can't.
there's a way to fix it. Like
Oh, there is?
there's a procedure that you got to go through.
Oh.
Like you can't, and they just like throw up their arms like, whatever.
Because they don't want to put in the effort.
Yeah.
And
So
they probably
maybe,
don't want to be there.
yeah. So maybe I should take that back. That professors are the ones that should go on and on about things. But other people don't do that. if you're not a professor, shut your face hole.
I feel like young people do it because they don't really know how to talk yet. Like
Yeah,
me.
maybe.
I don't know how to talk.
Yeah, but you don't go on and on about things.
No, I don't talk that much at all. I'm the
Yeah.
complete opposite.
But I think when you have something to say, you'll say it, and you'll be
Sometimes,
direct
yeah.
about it.
When I have the confidence to say it.
There's not much to say in this day and age, dude.
No, well, there is, but
Yeah, there is.
not a lot that will keep you in your safe zone.
This is
I
true.
guess.
Yeah.
But it is good to get out of that.
Like today, I spent probably an hour and a half watching those things on YouTube. It was like a documentary about
Oh, the
the
military stuff?
rescue team, and I just didn't need to say anything to anybody. I was
Yeah.
sitting there, totally stimulated. Like I was like, "This is great. This is
Yeah.
awesome." Thinking about things.
This is the life.
I didn't write anything down. I just sat there, enjoyed a bowl of oatmeal, and just watched. That freaks me out when VR, like the virtual reality headsets.
hmm
I mean, they're already like super, past their time. Actually, I don't even know what that means.
Past their time. I don't think that's the word you're looking
what
for.
time do they have?
You mean advanced?
They're super advanced. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That freaks me out. Like, there's that movie. I forget the name of it, but it's like
Ready Player
the
One?
future. No, it's like if the world came to like the worst case scenario where like literally like there's people that just sit in the chair and they can poop in the chair, they can eat, and
Wall-E?
there's like no, it's kind of like
they
that.
do it in Wall-E.
Yeah, then maybe
on the
it's,
ship.
It's something like that, but it's not a cartoon.
They kind of do that in Ready Player One, but
it's
not,
scary.
not to that extreme.
Freaks me out, dude. It's like where
I mean,
where do we go from here? Turn all the lights down now.
how do you know that we're
Smile
not?
from ear to ear.
How do you know that we're not already in a VR? That we're not playing a game?
And we're not a simulation.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Cue the Joe Rogan rant.
No, I don't think we should get into that.
I don't know.
That's not my area of expertise at all.
I mean, I believe we're in a simulation.
Do you really?
I think I'm in the simulation and you're a robot. Isn't that
I'm a
crazy?
robot, or I'm just code.
You're just code.
I'm just code.
That's all you are to me, dude.
But think about like all the shit that goes on. They would have to program all this stuff to continually.
Dude, think about Grand Theft
happening.
Auto.
Yeah, dude. But like, yeah, I guess if it's
If
like,
somebody can make Grand
super
Theft Auto
advanced.
and I can I can do the things that you can do on that game.
Yeah. There's like stock market and there's
Yeah, it's crazy.
crime, but that's in one location,
Yeah.
one big location, but
It's true.
it's not the whole entire universe.
I don't know, man.
I guess it would be Grand Theft Auto and like No Man's Sky combined.
I've never seen. Oh, No Man's Sky.
That game that I
yeah.
have where you fly ships and stuff.
Yeah, dude. No, yeah, that's crazy. Man. Next
Yeah.
bullet.
Okay. Next.
I'm gonna skip that one. What is this one? Movie previews. Oh yes. So there's a movie coming out that nobody should see. No, I'm kidding. It's I completely forgot the name of it, but it's like daddy issues meets torture porn.
Oh yeah. You
there's
told me
this-
about this.
Dude, there's this guy, and I really wish I knew the name because I've been thinking about it all week.
Didn't you pull it up on IMDb?
I did, but I don't think I saved it. Maybe it's in my recent searches. The Informant, Grease,
No, not The Informant.
White Boy Rick, Colonial. I don't know. Well, this it almost doesn't matter anymore because I can't even tell you what the movie's called. But I'll tell you that you shouldn't watch it. That's all. The end. It was just weird. It was like this dude is. I don't know. I just remember hearing like somebody calling this old guy daddy, and then the guy daddy like murders other women.
What the hell?
It's so weird.
This is all in the trailer?
Yeah, dude. The trailer was freaked me out. I was like, "There's no way I'm ever watching this."
Do you know who's like directing it?
I don't.
Damn. Any other movies you're excited about? It's coming like next month.
Yeah, the one with Lady Gaga.
Oh, the one we talked about before the show.
A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born.
That's gonna be sweet, dude.
I want to see First Man. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Oh, that's the one that we saw when we were at that party, and I was like, dude, look at the screen.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
That looks awesome, dude. Kyle Chandler,
I love
Dude,
Ryan Gosling.
the best. Kyle Chandler was in Friday Night Lights.
Who is it? Can I see it?
Friday Night Lights. Coach Taylor. Shout out, Coach Taylor. And he was also in
that guy.
what the hell is that show? Bloodline? Watch the show Bloodline. Have you seen it?
No.
You're missing out.
Is that the cop show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like about a family and things just go haywire.
I've seen a couple episodes. My roommate from sophomore year told me to watch it. I watched a couple episodes with him.
I loved it, dude. I couldn't get enough. I think I watched them all in like a day.
A
And
day.
they're all an hour long.
I
So
thought there was
good.
like 8 seasons.
Yeah, I don't have much going on in my life. I'm just kidding. Oh wait, so Jay, who's your celebrity crush, dude?
Zendaya.
Who the heck is that?
You don't know who Zendaya is?
Zendaya?
Yo, Zendaya, what's up?
I'm sure
It's,
she's listening.
she's in the newest movie, Littlefoot. That Littlefoot animation movie. She's in.
Do you see her face or
no,
is she a cartoon?
She's
a
like
cartoon. Okay, you're into
Yeah,
anime.
she's a
I get it.
cartoon.
I get it.
No. She's in The Greatest Showman.
I haven't seen that movie yet. What is it called? What's her name?
Zendaya. Z.
How do you spell
Z.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your
Zendaya.
celebrity crush.
What? Oh yeah, there she
Who
is.
is this?
There she
She's
is.
13.
Dude, no, she's older than us. She's older than us. She's like 24.
Oh, she got some color to her.
Yeah. I don't know something about it. She's
Okay.
like 6 feet tall though,
Once you go brown,
and I am not 6 feet tall.
You'll always go down. What does that mean? Is that racist?
I don't know. I
not.
think she's just a brilliant, smart, intelligent woman,
That's great, man. Good for you.
and I hope to work with her someday.
Maybe you will
And
work with her on making
then
some
marry
babies.
her. Who's your celebrity crush? Will Smith?
Duh. No, I always say Sophia Bush, but it's not
Who's
because
that?
I always mix her up.
Sophia Bush.
You know Sophia Bush. It's not Sophia Bush. It's the girl from. I think she was in Mean Girls, and she was also in. Oh my God.
Oh, so she's older.
Yeah. Oh, Rachel McAdams. You know Rachel McAdams. She was in Scream.
Yeah.
She is by far my. Yeah. She's great.
Tell me why. Tell me more.
Tell me why. Well, I have a girlfriend,
Oh,
Jay,
yeah,
so I
this
don't think I
girl.
go into that.
This girl.
I'm just kidding.
It's just a celebrity crush.
I know, I'm kidding.
No, it's ever gonna happen.
Totally kidding.
How old is she? She's 39.
That's fine.
Little
dude.
out of your
I'm
range.
21. It's fine. Tiger Woods. LT Gray.
Oh boy, is he back or what?
So he won the thing, right?
Yeah.
He won all the
tournament.
marbles.
But
Can I just talk like
okay, yeah, go.
like there was crowds of people cheering him on, mostly older white men, which freaks me out in the first sense. But the
golf, dude.
didn't yeah, true. But didn't he cheat on his wife and like do some drugs? Tell me about that, Jay.
Yeah.
Why do we all love him
He
again?
had a rough time in his life where he
No
gave a woman
no
a
sympathy.
lot of money to have sexual intercourse with him.
No sympathy. He should have been thrown in the trash.
And he did this with about 40 females while he was married.
Legend.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I'm totally kidding.
No, yeah, that's very bad. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just like a legend in the sport. I think he's probably the greatest of all time.
I
I
agree.
would say.
Yeah, I agree. The GOAT, as some would say.
And I'm not gonna lie, I got chills when he made that last putt and lifted his arms in the air. I literally got chills.
Is it bad that I didn't even watch? Am I still a guy if I didn't watch LT Gray win the thingy?
You didn't even see the clip? Like him putting it
Didn't
in?
he have it like in the bag? Like
Yeah,
didn't-
but
he
like
was
I
good,
don't know,
right?
the last putt. It's just like
I didn't, but I saw the crowds of people following him. Him and was that
Imagine that,
McElroy?
you can't even play golf regularly.
No way, dude.
Imagine 1,000 people just surrounding you,
No chance.
waiting
And
for you to swing that club.
it was McElroy with him?
I don't know who was playing with him. No, it might have been Kepka.
Somebody was with him. That I think it was the guy. Quote. Like I saw a quote, and it was he was like the people were getting so close to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, like let them come, like let them keep coming as long as they don't trample us. I thought that's pretty cool. That shows some respect for your fans, like to let them walk so close to you. And I saw another clip today. I don't know when it was from, but it was Tiger Woods. He hit a shot, and it landed just behind a huge boulder. I don't know if you've ever seen this.
Probably. Yeah.
And he was like, we gotta move that. And
Yeah.
like all the fans were like, let's go,
Yeah.
and they all moved the thing. That was awesome.
I've seen that. Yeah. Dude, that
Definitely,
guy-
that's definitely not going on in football. I'll tell you that much.
No.
In the NFL.
No, definitely not. There's a lot of cool things that guy has done.
Tiger, dude, it's so funny when like people play golf. Like I was playing with this guy. I think his name was Manny, and he would like hit a bad shot. He was like, "Come on, Manny! Damn it, Manny, get your head in the
We
game."
all know a Manny
dude.
out there.
Oh, Manny, I gotta do headshots for that kid.
Yeah, you do.
I want to talk about this movie called Colonia.
Oh, yeah.
Starring Emma
Nice
Watson.
segue.
Thank you. Daniel Bruhl. I don't really know how to say that name. Emma Watson and Michael.
Oh wait, I wasn't done talking about Tiger Woods.
All right, sick, dude.
Sorry.
And cut.
So back at the golf world, the Ryder Cup just happened,
Okay.
and Tiger didn't do so hot.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
he
It was just
lost.
one round?
He lost all his. No, it was the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
No, it was five.
Five
rounds.
rounds.
So how the Ryder Cup is set up, it's country by country. So the U.S. has a team of like 7 or 8 golfers.
And those are the best in the U.S. Supposed to be right.
Yeah, yeah. And they had Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods.
Who's Phil Mickelson? Just kidding. Haha.
Dude, the lefty.
I'm kidding. Dude.
Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods, not McElroy. I don't think he's American. Ricky
Spieth?
Fowler, and a few other people I can't remember. But neither Phil or Tiger played like well at
Yeah.
all. I think Phil Mickelson lost all of his matches.
Damn.
I think Tiger won 1 out of 4.
Under pressure.
So
It's fine.
you can go from winning a tournament by a good amount to playing terrible.
I
That's
probably
golf,
could've
though.
won. I would have won it. I'm pretty good under pressure.
Yeah.
Not really.
Anyways, let's talk about movies again.
I feel like we're very formal on this podcast, and I want it to form into just fucking mayhem.
What do you mean? What kind of mayhem?
Like just
Informal mayhem?
crazy stuff.
I think we need to get guests on to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to get Ben Greco on here if he ever listens to this.
Oh yeah,
He'd be so
We
funny to
should.
talk to.
He's a funny kid.
Colonia.
Funny how.
Funny how. Directed by Florian Gallenberger.
It's my neighbor.
It's quite a. That's my dad. Quite the name, but great movie. If you're into like prison type movies or cult style, like history kind of movies, check out Colonia. Colonia. It was made in 2015. It's pretty like historically accurate, and it's about a Chilean torture prison / cult. It's pretty amazing, and it has a lot to do with the way.
Wait, is it a true story?
Yeah, well, it's based on true events. I don't know how true it is. It's pretty good reviews, and dude, like throughout the whole movie, I was holding my breath at a bunch of points.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
was like, this is some rough stuff. And Emma Watson, like, see you later, Harry Potter. She has she has totally progressed into an awesome career of other films. I've actually never seen anything else with her in it, but
Really?
no. Oh,
She's done a few things.
maybe I
Like
have.
The Circle. That was a bad movie, but
Circle.
Yeah.
Oh, with Tom Hanks.
yeah. I heard it was bad. I never actually watched it.
A lot of people don't like Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I've
love
heard,
Tom Hanks.
I've heard a lot of people saying
He's the man.
like he's always got to be the hero or something. But like, yeah, it's Tom Hanks. That's
Yeah,
why
he
he's
is-
always the
he
hero.
is the star.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not true though.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Sully, the ultimate hero.
Okay, yeah, that's one movie.
Well, Castaway. That technically wasn't a hero.
Is he the hero though?
No,
He's just a survivor.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you had Philadelphia. Is that no?
Philadelphia.
Is
Yeah.
that the right movie? Yeah.
It's either Philadelphia or
He's
Milk.
not the hero in that.
Doesn't he get AIDS or something?
Yeah. He's like under fire.
Right.
I don't think he's the hero. He's the main character. He's not the hero.
That's true.
So fuck all you Tom Hanks
technically-
haters.
Well, technically, doesn't he like overcome like gay discrimination
Prejudice,
or something?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
I've never actually seen it, but I don't know. I what's wrong with being a hero?
You're right. Well, I guess when you're always the hero, it's like, all right, dude, we get it. Did you see that one war movie with Tom Hanks? It's not Saving Private Ryan. Is he even in this movie I'm thinking of? It's when the guy like saves all the people from like the ledge. And not from a ledge, but like
Hacksaw Ridge.
yes. Is Tom
No,
Hanks in
that's
Why did I think he was
I
in
think
that?
you're thinking about that guy that is always with Owen Wilson.
His name is Sam Worthington,
Is that it? Yeah.
Luke Bracey, Andrew Garfield.
See the picture?
That guy,
No. Wait,
Mike
what?
Gibson. I don't know. I want to go watch a war movie now. I've been watching.
You've seen Hacksaw Ridge, right?
Yeah, I think we saw it together, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, we saw. I mean, I definitely saw it in Oswego.
Oh, maybe we did then.
Look at this picture, dude. Whoa,
Whoa.
freaking out.
I heard Mel Gibson